What it do, Internet? David Baugh here, and today I wanted to break down one of my favorite scenes ever, the chestburster scene from Aliens. Now, if you're going to talk about learning great filmmaking, then you absolutely have to talk about Aliens. It's just a wonderful piece of cinema. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to play it with the scopes open so that we can further analyze the movie and what it has to offer so that we might apply that to our own filmmaking. If you've never seen this movie, then obviously you're going to need to do that first because it would be impossible to do this without spoilers. And it was made in 1979, so I don't know what the statute of limitations on ruining a movie for someone is, but surely that is passed. You are forewarned here. So we are going to start out, and before I start this scene, first of all, look at this set. Like, oh my god. How do they, like, all the intricate details, look at all of these little buttons, like, far back, that's like out of the room. They got this giant room. They got monitors with writing coming on it that's, presumably going to move. There's a lot of lights built into the set. It looks like that's how they're getting a lot of it. Although there are lights that are coming in from other sides. You do see this little splash up here. So there's got to be something coming that way, which gives a nice sort of separation for him. There's also a line here, so there's got to be a light coming this way. I imagine that's also going to be some key light for him that's kind of bouncing off there. It looks pretty diffused. And then there's this big light in the center. That's going to be sort of lighting up everybody's faces along with the other stuff. And I mean, look at all these little details they got. That's amazing. These bowls. I mean, these cups here, all of this. Awesome. Awesome work here. But we'll go ahead and get started. I like that there is the underlying noise level that you can hear of the ship. So they came into this close-up, get a little bit more view on, like, these little details. It's amazing. These cups were filled up and they came down, which is nuts. In terms of contrast, they kept it kind of muted, it looks like. Here would be the top, so they're coming in about, what's that, 89%. Comes up here about 4, so they're not going totally black. You're still keeping some of those details in the blacks, and they're not going totally white. This right here, this would be this bowl, which is kind of awesome. It's a little skewed towards yellow, and the whites. So, although some of the whites are pretty blue. Little things. I guess they're closing in on. I noticed watching this. If you've seen this movie, he's a robot. So, those were the spoilers we were talking about. It gets much darker in this shot too. And I love in horror when they leave an open door, because you just get this subtle feeling that something's going to be coming through here. And he gives this slight look like he knows what's going on. And then this beautiful push-in shot. It's ominous, but everyone is so lighthearted. You got a nice, genuine smile there. Just enjoying each other's company.
Get some decent food.
I can dig it, man. I'm telling you, I've eaten breast food and this, but then I taste better, you know what I'm saying?
You pound down the stuff like this.
So we got her flip side. We got even more details in the scene. What are these? These little greeblies or whatever they're called. That's sweet. Maybe I had to get this dude a bunch of cans. I also like that everybody's costumes are similar but different, so it alludes to more of a character. That would have been something they would have had to do. Like, she's got the patches, he doesn't have the patches. Or, even in this other shot, totally different costume. patches to draw it all together. Another totally unique costume, which is difficult when you're making like a space movie, because typically they would, well, I guess not typically because nobody's actually doing this, but the little things like taking this little symbol, putting it onto the bowls so that it ties it together, bringing it on here but changing the color to match his headband to bring in some colors that you wanted. Looks like a lot of blues and greens in these shots, and then that subtle red, and then it is kind of skewed to yellow. When it's perfectly white, you're gonna get, it's gonna sort of line up on top of each other. When it's skewed a little bit more towards one color, you're gonna see in the vector scope here, you're gonna see it sort of move over the side. This line here would be your skin tones. So they're right about there with the skin tones. Everything's cool there, but it is a little on the warmer side, which is awesome.
Then it tastes better, you know what I'm saying?
The other one over there.
You pound down the stuff like there's no tomorrow.
Listen, I'd rather be eating something else, but
And just back and
Right
forth
now,
between
it's
these
food.
shots.
You know what it's made of.
And I like that that definitely black. So the darkness is encroaching. You know, this wasn't here before in this shot, right? And then, you know, getting a little bit darker, just the same way, pretty bright, you know, and then we cut in to him, darker, goes all the way down to 0, which is good. It all looks even though. Even though there's drastically different light, and then again, same different costumes. Sweet.
first room, then it tastes better, you know what I'm saying?
The other one over there.
You pound down the stuff like there's no tomorrow.
Listen, I'd rather be eating something else.
And there's no music.
Right now, I'm sticking to food.
You just hear the shit.
You know what it's made of.
No, man. I don't want to talk about what it's made of.
And then right here, there's a subtle heart.
What's the matter? The food ain't that bad, baby.
You choking?
This is a new shot. I really like that. They brought it down. He is darker here than he was before. It's just ominous. Look at all the cups. All the bowls have the same things.
You choking?
What's wrong?
What?
Definitely knows something's up. Doesn't stand up, isn't surprised. That's a detail that I hadn't noticed before. And not only that, the cat. Already. I didn't realize he was there. All sorts of little details, odds and ends, more bowls with the symbol, as you must. Incredible attention to detail. The look on his face. That's cool. That's cool. Plate's still got it. There's so much tension in this scene. It's beautiful. There's stuff spilling everywhere. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Look at how high that goes. So there's blood that comes out here. You can almost see the mechanism. So it looks like it's just a squib with like a whole lot of blood in it. So it would blow up, and you can't have that blow up on him. So you would have like a metal plate typically. That might be what we're seeing poking through here. Ah, his face. Oh, this scene is so great. So great. And then the moment to pause. I love that they stop everything once he's done. There's just that moment of stillness just before. Yes. Oh, it's so good. Look at it. Splendid. So, this is real. This is him. I believe it was John Hurt, right? This, you see where it bulges right here, that's not real. So they would have had the table, and then it would be cut, and then he would be sort of at an angle, you know, more this way, and then he leans his head back, so that you can still get him emoting, and then this thing coming out of his chest. And look at it. Oh, look at the blood spray. It's great. All right. That's wonderful. This shot. It's great. They would have modeled this. There's no music. So yeah, John Hurt would be right here. Look, he's even twisting his.
Oh, God!
And it's searching. And then that reaction shot when you know stuff's getting serious. And then metal teeth. Look at all the scaling and the intricate stuff and the blood all over. Beautiful.
No, no. Oh, touch it.
Is that? Is that tubing? Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, no. Oh, touch it. Don't touch it.
Oh, the blood all over. The blood on the background. Great. You can also see, and there's a heartbeat sound. And you can see his vein pulsing. That must have taken forever. So that's crazy. So that would just be a puppet, it looks like. They probably cut a track into the floor or into the table here. And that's probably just him just laying down. This is also another side of the room that we haven't seen before. Man, it even got up onto the... That's awesome. Awkward. So that is that. Alien, the chest bursting scene. I definitely invite you to go see that movie. It's wonderful. If you like this video and you would like to see more content like this, please please comment down below. Let me know what scenes you would like to see, and we'll put that together. If you would like, you can also like, comment, and subscribe. We can always use more people, but it was a pleasure as always, and you guys have a wonderful evening.